I understand that we all have weak moments in our Christianity and in our service to God. But we never have to give up and become defeated because we always have God on our side. A great example of this is Elijah, who was a strong and faithful prophet of God. This was a man who prayed to God and it didn't rain for 3.5 years, James 5, verse 17. This is a man who had a standoff with 450 prophets of Baal in 1 Kings 18 to prove who had the real God. They had a contest to see whose God would burn up a bull first without man putting any fire to it. These false prophets tried all day long. They cut themselves. Nothing happened. But when Elijah called on God, this is what happened. 1 Kings 18, verse 38. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood and the stones and the dust, and it licked up the water that was in the trench. Now when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and they said, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." Then we read that all of these false prophets were killed, and then Elijah prayed and the 3.5-year drought ended. Elijah was at the peak of his work as a prophet, as mighty and faithful as he was. We read this in 1 Kings 19, verse 1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, also how he had executed all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, "So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time." And when he saw that, he arose and ran for his life and went to Beersheba, which belongs to Judah, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a broom tree. And he prayed that he might die and said, "It is enough. Now, Lord, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers." Even the mighty fall and become afraid. No doubt Elijah would love to have had the same confidence. Of course, the great thing is that he didn't allow this moment of weakness to swallow him up, because God convinced him that there was still work for him to do.